Hello, YouTube. Hopefully, you guys are doing well and splendid. I know I am. I just want to sit down and talk about potentially the sense of drama. I think drama overall is something that we as people don't necessarily need to cling into it. It's that access of life where we think we need it, but in reality, we don't. It's an element, yes, it happens in life. It's kind of there, it exists in its own plane, but we don't necessarily have to communicate with that so said drama, if you know what I mean. I think to a certain degree or a certain extent, drama can be avoided. I find it funny because, with me, I used to be a person who used to talk so much, so much. It got to a certain point where, I'd say stuff that I don't necessarily mean, and I'd say it in the moment or in the emotion. That's like within me, I could be pissed off, I could be fuming, but then in reality, once everything's cooled down, you look at it and think, damn, I could have fixed it like this, or you could have fixed it like that. There's certain people where they don't want to take accountability. And the difference between taking initiative of the situation and sort of being ignorant to it is where the person low-key looks at the situation and goes, no, I'm right, you're wrong. And you see, even that in life happens in different scenarios and different situations, such as when a person needs to learn and they go to a tour, or maybe a person who's better than them in the so-said niche that they're trying to get themselves into, and they get mad that they're not doing better than the person who they're trying to learn from. It's like, why are you trying to get mad over that element? Like, of course, the person's gonna be better than you. They have that experience. They've been doing that so-said thing longer than what you've been doing it for, or how you've been doing it for. And in a way, like, the element in life is so crazy because then we look at certain things and we like to critique or try to critique because we're emotionally unstable in the moment. And then with that, like, we just enable it into ourselves and go, yeah, that's the right response. Some people just want to be, ignorant about it and say, I don't want to apologize. I didn't care about the situation. But yet you started this whole beef over, some sort of jealousy, some sort of envy, some sort of like thing that you looked at and went, that could have been me and I could have done something better. I remember when I wanted to like start doing YouTube, I used to look at certain influencers and think, damn, I could have done this better, or I could have done that better when I was younger. And reality is, everybody's got their own preference, their own thing that nobody can replicate. And if you try replicating that, you're more of a fool or trying to be something that you're not. Being something that you're not is gonna really drag that element of life to a whole epiphany stage where you're just like, please, I want this to work. And it doesn't come in your favor. It just doesn't come in your favor because, overall, you're not doing something original, you're not doing something that you're truly enjoying out of passion, then it just becomes a really massive strain. And I've said this so many times in like other videos, it's the element of life where you cannot drag this concept further. When there's things that could have been easily resolved, you've got to pick yourself up and say, I did care. I did care about the situation. I did really care and I want to fix it. Because overall, when you lie and BS your way through certain situations, you're just deluding yourself. So never delude yourself. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.